Back in 2006, the city manager approached me and challenged me and said, if you can organize artists, I'll help you get a building. And so that's when Hatch actually formed. I got a group of dedicated artists that were living in Hamtramck, about 12 in all or so, and we started hosting events, showing artwork, and kind of supporting each other. And after a couple years of doing that, the city followed through on their promise, and they helped us find a building. We actually shopped around several buildings in town, and we ended up landing on this one, which was Hamtramck's old police station. These are all bullet holes. A prisoner had actually managed to grab a gun off of one of the cops and started firing. And this is the result. You can see some of these actual holes right here. Some of these they cut out as evidence in a trial. So Hatch does a lot of things. We have 11 studios on our second floor, fully occupied with artists. We have a workshop where we offer a kiln, woodworking tools, printing press, and a variety of other things. We have a series of workshops that people can come and take, whether they're fellow artists or they're members of the community. So there is a pattern to these, and that I wanted to point that out to you because that's why these numbers are significant. Now, what they mean is that when you go from F2 to 2.8, not F2 to 4, but F2 to 2.8, you are actually cutting your light, you're cutting your exposure in half. We offer about 1,000 square feet of gallery space for local artists to show their work. And we also have a Hatch Art lending library where people can borrow art just like they can borrow a library book.
The piece behind me by Sean Haggis is titled 4 Years, 11 Months, and 12 Days. And he spent about $12,000 on it, so that's how much it cost. The exhibit, How to Quit Smoking and Like It, is just part of an example of what fun we have here. Hatch is really welcoming. We want you to be here. We want to talk to you. We want to know what you do. We want to find out about you. We want you to come and do a workshop. We want you to never have done art before and be here. You know, that's a big thing that we love. We love that people down the street come here and they're from China and they don't speak English and they're cool and they point at everything and we try to talk and it's great. We have kids running outside collecting books for our little library that's outside. There's so many good things that we do for the community, but also the community does a lot for us.
Just this last month, we have had several workshops on felting, on figure drawing, charcoal drawing, monoprints, photography, etc. And they're all very inexpensive workshops done by local artists, and they draw people from the whole metro area. The art scene in Hamtramck is very eclectic, it's very energetic, and it's very unpredictable. Things are popping up all over the place. Real creative ideas that you've never seen before. Because Hamtramck is dense and because it's low cost, people can take risks and really kind of go for it. Go for these crazy ideas that they've been dreaming of for a while. When we started, Hamtramck really didn't have many formal galleries. Actually, I don't know if they had any formal galleries at the time. There were informal spaces like at a coffee house, but there wasn't really a full-time gallery. So there were a lot of artists living in the area, and there wasn't really any place for them to congregate. Now, there's 6 galleries and several other art spaces in the area. There's studio buildings, and there's pop-up spaces happening all the time. So there's a lot of artistic stuff going on in Hamtramck right now. In fact, it's gotten to the point where there really isn't time to do everything on the weekends. You have to pick and choose. You hear a lot of people talk about, they get out of school and suddenly they don't have that network anymore. And artists really need each other to feed off each other, to get ideas, to motivate each other, that sort of thing. So that was our original intent, just to push ourselves to see what we could accomplish as a group that is greater than what we could accomplish on our own.